Welcome everybody to another Ask Joshino Anything, the show where you can ask me, Joshino, anything you so desire. And just a few channel updates out of the way. We did a Paladins tournament on Saturday. Well, it was actually sort of like Friday, Saturday, depending on your time zone. Although, yeah, it was Saturday. And about 850 people turned out. There are about 62 EU teams. There are about 60-ish North American teams. There were like, I don't know, like 10 Australian teams, and then about 15 or 16 Southeast Asian teams. And yeah, we had a great time, and we're still working on the finals now, so it's North America versus the EU, and also Australasia versus C, and the winner of that's going to get 800 crystals each, or 400 crystals each, depending on who wins or loses, as Hi-Res has said, given 2 prizes now. Hopefully I'll be able to get those up soon. And also I did the finals, the regional finals, and I'm going to put some videos up about that. Sorry I have been a bit rubbish. I stayed up for 48 hours, well I had 1 hour sleep for the tournament because of all the time zones and we needed admins and stuff, so I still am a bit out of whack. But it was good fun, and I'm sorry that it was a bit chaotic, but with so many people, it was just always going to be a bit of a mess, and it was kind of messy. So just before I answer all the questions, if you want to ask a question for me to answer in a video format, then ask it down below in the comments section, and let's go ahead and answer the first one. Pixel Friendly says, Melee hero? What's a melee? I'm so confused. It's just my mispronunciation of melee, I guess. I don't know whether it's a localization or just me being a ding-dong. Probably a ding-dong. Chillbro321 says, how do you do your thumbnails? And showing us how you do it could be nice as well. It wouldn't really help you because I've got like a template of what I have. Basically it's got the little logo at the bottom. I use something called paint.net. I should really move over to using GIMP or something like Photoshop, but I'm using something a bit more simplistic at the moment, and basically all I do is I do some big text, put a bold border around it in black, and then do another border which is angled downwards, and it's got a shadow so you can make it basically transparent or opaque. And yeah, it's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. Just put a picture in the background, put some text in it, and then give it that border. Cypher says, do you have to buy the characters with real money in Smite? I don't know why you asked me that, but I think that you have to spend money if you want to unlock the characters, unless you want to play the game and unlock them that way, the same way as Paladins. Todd Bobbles says, what mic do you have? Well, the main one that I use is an Audio Technica 2035. It goes through the Scarlett 2i2 audio interface and then into my computer, so it's like a cheap version of what, like a studio mic. It's like a condenser mic. It's like a step above things like the Yeti and things like that, just slightly better. How do you earn gold faster in Paladins? Bartek Jazurksniewski says, literally it's just you can get more XP by playing with a friend. You can play the quests that come up every day, play basically the champions you're best with, and you'll get more XP the more that basically you do in the match. Not much else really. Insidiosity says, which part of England are you from? And I'm from the centre. It's very near Nottingham. You know, Robin Hood and all that. So if you're American or you don't know much of England, think Nottingham and it's close to that basically. Sam Lin Jin says, I bet you won't say Hunter Sparks is a chill guy. Don't know what that means, but there we go, said it. Samuli Makila says, have you always been so smooth on camera? I don't think I'm smooth. Maybe I'm a bit awkward actually. Andrew L says, what is your worst favourite champion? I'm not sure what that means, if like the one that I like to play most that is terrible. I guess, I don't know. I like playing all of them, to be honest. Which one's worse though? I guess I do like playing Skye, even though she isn't really in the meta. That one Kid64 says, do you have any Makoa plushie skin codes? And no, I don't have any more of those left. I did them all in a giveaway. Luis Escalante says, how can we play Paladins with you? And basically just join my Discord, which will be linked below, and basically I'll occasionally just like at a whim say, oh, but let's play some custom games, and literally fill up like that. So it's first come, first serve, and basically just play with people that way. Or if I say I want to have a 5-man match, let's go and do some test maps or something, then I'll do it that way as well. Gemars says, can you do a Discord channel reveal video for those who haven't joined yet? I don't know, it's always in my videos, so hopefully people will see it there, but it's doing quite well. There's like 700 people in the prime time today, maybe a bit of a hangover from the tournament, but it's pretty hectic and pretty populated, I guess. Bambic says, what do you use to record Joshino? It's the shadow play, the video shadow play. Bo Ross says, hey Joshino, you look familiar with Mr. Beast. No idea who Mr. Beast is, but okay, I'll take that. Joshino, what were your favourite games growing up? Carlos Gutierrez says. Mario 64, Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Back on the NES, it was Double Dragons meets Battletoads 2? I think that was the game on the NES that I loved playing the most. You also had Duck Hunt, and that was amazing back in the day. And also, oh my god, Mario Kart 64 was amazing. Yeah, fantastic. And Banjo-Kazooie and Conquest Bad Fur Day were also had a really good place in my heart. Bartek Jasinski, he's already asked a question, but he says, you sound like Pixelated Apollo. You sure you don't have 2 channels? And I'm guessing this is an English guy, and it's just every time, every video, it's like, you're like this English YouTuber, and it's like, yes, I do have an English accent indeed. But yeah. Actually, somebody else has said below, Apollo's got a lighter, more American accent. Oh. Well, I guess I speak English, that's all I've got going for me. Spiritual Riku says, Spirit Taker Riku says, can somebody add subtitles please? I like Joshino's videos, but I'm French and it's hard to understand everything what he speaks. And I'm sorry that I don't have subtitles at the moment. It's something that could be in the future is community subtitles if people care enough, if people want to put in their own languages, sort of translations. I know other bigger YouTubers let their communities do that, so maybe that could be something that I could open up, but I'm guessing that there would also be people that were trolling that are like, le baguette, merde, du fromage on like the French version. Which is excellent French, by the way, I have to say myself. Choco says, where do you find your questions, Joshino? Twitter or YouTube? And you've actually asked in the right place, in the comment section in my video. So you didn't need to ask that question, it's there. Rahul Sukamaran, who knows, says, how does Discord work? I'm a noob at these kind of stuff, so got it installed. Where do I search for the groups and other players? Basically, Discord is like a chat server. There's got text channels on the side, which are the first ones coming up, and then below that are voice channels. And the voice channels, you can jump in. It basically just double click on that left-hand side, that big panel, and jump in to talk to somebody. And on the chat channels, they're in like different sort of sections. There's like general, where you just chit chat on my server anyway. And then there's one called Paladins Group Finder, where you go in, say which region you're from, and say that you're looking for a group to join. And that's basically how you try and find people to play with. Maybe you could even try and talk to people that are already in voice channels, see if they're okay with you being there. Don't go there if they don't want you there. But if you say, does anyone want to play? Maybe they'll play with you. But that's what Discord is, basically a chat service and also like a talking service, like Ventrilo or TeamSpeak. Arrow says, what are your thoughts on the new anti-cheat tool Hi-Res introduced to Paladins, which is easy anti-cheat? I don't think it's got a very good reputation, but anti-cheat's better than no anti-cheat. Drunken C Phil says, love the videos, bro. I've played Paladins for a few weeks and just got Overwatch. I suck at Overwatch, but I can't figure out why I feel so confident in Paladins. Any clue as why? No idea, but they are quite different games, and like there's more stuff in like itemization, and sort of like the maps are different in Overwatch and Paladins. There's a lot more about sort of focused team play, like quite grouped up cluster gameplay in Overwatch, and then there's quite often some duels and some side gameplay in Paladins. There's just quite a lot of different things, and you can buy items and basically do quite a bit, whereas in Overwatch it'd be just rely on your aim and your timings on your skills. Mark Romero says, thanks for the video. In your EV gameplay you're using 4-second wormhole. If so, what are you sacrificing for those 4 seconds? So I've actually cut it down to 3 seconds now. I've got the max blink distance still, and then the 3 on the... No, I've got the max heal, but then 3 on the distance at the moment. I don't know whether I like that. I might lower it back down to 2 seconds and maybe get more something else. Who knows? I'm still trying to work out the new EV meta, I guess, and how I can do it, because I've tried the 1 second one and I'm not very good at that, so it's got to be 2 seconds at least, I guess. Wizard Pyro says, which champion is worst and which one is best? I've sort of answered that in another video. A few days ago I did like the best and worst champions in this current patch, and I think it's carrying over mostly to this next patch as well. Heads and Tails says, highly respect you, Joshino. Me? Whereabouts might I find these old Androxus designs you mentioned? I don't know exactly where you can find them, but if you type in Google, type in Androxus art, and I guess it pretty much does come up. I'm almost certain it comes up as one of the things. It's got like a long speary scythe thing, not long, but like it's almost like a scythe sword thing. that he could use, and he was meant to be like sort of melee and pistol, but that might come in another champion because Hi-Rez Drybear has said he likes the idea of having like a dual melee and ranged champion, but not a fully melee champion. Aaron Hun says, hey Joshino, what do you think about Grok in the meta? I play him as the off support, dealing damage more than healing, and I wonder if I do that right. So I don't really think he's great as a damage dealer, but in this patch he has got better with his heals, and we don't know 100% yet how he's going to fare in the meta. I think you need to give it like a week and see who's performing and who's not to really get a grasp on like the current meta, but definitely been buffed now. I think he's probably getting into a better place, but his ultimate is still a bit weird, and the fact that it doesn't heal himself leaves him a bit vulnerable. Anyway, that was all of the questions. Thank you very much for asking them, and be sure to ask questions for next week in the comments section below. Also, yeah, I'm sorry that there haven't been so many videos. My sleeping pattern's been completely out of whack, and I've been just not normal Joshino after the tournament. It's been a lot of work, and big up to the mods who did lots of work as well, not just me, and we all lost a lot of sleep, didn't eat a lot, and it wasn't an easy time, but it was all fun, and I'm glad most people enjoyed it, although some people didn't. One person was like, I'm fucking unsubscribing from you, Joshino. I was like, well, fair enough. If it didn't please you, then I guess that's the way it's gonna be. Also, the reason I'm wearing a hat isn't to look cool, it is actually rather cold down here. It's actually like nighttime and the heating's off now, and I came downstairs because I didn't want to wake anyone up, but also it's very cold downstairs. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. If you want to subscribe, do click that button, like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you thought it was rubbish, and until next time everybody, Joshino.